So this month is about remembering who you are. But it might also be about recalling, not just remembering. As I was growing up, as many of you, were told stories because we're just knee-high to a stump at that point. What do we know about ourselves? So we're told a truth about ourselves. And as we grow and expand and experience life and absorb more of life's energy and gain experiences, something I'd like to call tools in my tool belt. As I grow, I learn how to use a tool that helps me expand and grow and build my life. But these first set of tools that I'm given are from somebody who's close to me, a family member, cousin, uncle, grandparents, sometimes your siblings. Oh, the tools they give us. So as we grow and mature and use these tools, we start building our castle, our home, our lives. And then as we start to live that life and gain more experience and more, somehow the rooms that we've built in our mind no longer serve their purpose. They become dilapidated. And so then we have to build newer rooms and get newer tools, more expansive tools. Now, everyone here, I'm sure, knows exactly what I'm talking about. Can I get a raise of hands? Anybody? And what I find amazing is that no matter the age of a person, again, this aligns with what we talk about here at the center, that we are ageless, that someone can learn that a tool no longer serves them or an idea about themselves no longer serves them at 10, 11, 12. But I have people calling on the phone who are 60, 65, 70, who are just now understanding and realizing that what they thought about their life doesn't have to hold water. It only holds water if you allow it to. Because the one thing that we do teach here is love only. You are the entire energy of the universe manifested as yourself. So I have a unique perspective of life, just like each and every one of you. When you can understand that and realize that, you have just as much input on your life as those who gave you those tools when you were younger. As you become more aware of yourself, of who you are, what you're made of, your life expands, your mind expands. You can change that path that you thought you had to be on. And that's the one thing that I like about this place. And that's why I don't call what we teach here a religion, because we're not a religion, we're a philosophy. I believe that we're something more than a religion because we are inclusive. I love it when someone new comes here, and I love to hear what their philosophy is, that foundation of religion that they have. And I'm here to tell you that I'm not one, and none of the reverends, none of the practitioners are here. Do we ever disparage or put down a religion that you come from? In fact, we honor it. We do exactly the opposite. We don't talk about what we teach here as something better than what over there. We teach, we enhance that, because I know that every religion has its foundation in love and truth and understanding. And so, with that thought in mind, we talk about spirit, that we are spiritual. But we're bound to this flesh. We're bound to this life. Here we are. We have this potential, this ethereal, this pneuma, the spirit of all, available to us. But yet we use a thimbleful. It's like we have that ball and chain tied to our foot, and we're dragging it and dragging it because we were told a story about ourselves. I'm here to tell you that you are so much more than what you've ever been told. That you are, just like Dr. James says, you are the entire ocean in a drop. But I'd like to change that because I'm a little more energetic when it comes to my faith and meditation. Everyone talks about, going to that quiet place, that stillness, and you close your eyes and you see that mountain range and that crystal clear lake sitting there nice and quiet, and you can imagine yourself sitting with your legs crossed and doing that little. But that's not the end-all, be-all of spirit. That's not how I express my spirituality. That's not my meditation. My meditation is on a Harley, going through the canyons, loud, bold. Because not only is that crystal clear lake spirit, but that volcano, that eruption, that tornado, that earthquake, it's all energy, it's all spirit. And that's how I express my spirituality. I'm bold, I am loud, I want to see it all. I don't want to just sit in a corner and meditate. Sure, that's fine. But while I'm doing my riding through the canyons, my mind is peaceful and calm, even though that my body is energized and active. But as I'm driving through and seeing all of nature around me, I become more and more connected. So, as we get older, and we're able to let go of those chains, those bonds that we think are limitations, as you become spiritual and recognize the truth and power of what you are, your only limitation isn't set by those who told you who and what you are. Your only limitation is yourself. And so that's why coming here to classes and talking with practitioners and reverends, we are here to help you find that path, that place, that inspiration. We are here to help you remember who and what you are. The truth is, before you were even here, we talk about the continuity of life, the eternality of life. And we believe that the energy that you are, I am, that spiritual self that's within you has always been here. It just wasn't born back in July 30th, 1966, or whatever date your birthday happens to fall on. Your energy, yourself, was always present. One of the best things I love, again, about this philosophy that helped me understand and become, because believe me, I was not part of religion. In fact, I'd stayed away from it because I didn't like the rigidity of what I could and couldn't do. And they talked about one thing and they acted another way, if you understand what I'm talking about. That is not the philosophy of each and every one of those religions. It's someone using their tools about what they believe was the truth about themselves, trying to teach a philosophy that they thought that they knew. Wait a minute. I need to... That's pretty deep. If you understood what I said. I'll have to think about that next week. But anyway, what I'm saying here is that as you remember who and what you truly are unlimited in your potential. I want you to believe in yourself as I believe in you. Because that's what I do, and that's what the reverends and practitioners here do. If you don't have the faith and belief in yourself, let me be your beast of burden. Let me be that person who can hold that truth about you when you can't. Because my faith in you is unlimited. Because I know the truth of who and what I am. And I know the truth of who and what you are, that you are unlimited. But if you need a crutch, I'm here to be that crutch. I'm here to listen. Every one of us are here to listen. But the beautiful thing I love about this philosophy is we talk about being a practitioner and about learning. I've come to realize that each and every one of you are a practitioner. You are a reverend. How many times have you gone to a friend and talked about something, and they had the right words to say to change your thought, to change your ideas, to make you feel better, to make you feel loved? Isn't that being a practitioner? Isn't that being a reverend? So just because I may have a title at the front of my name, I know that each and every one of you have just as much potential of sharing love and compassion and understanding and insight, because each and every one of you are a unique, individualized expression of that one divine presence, that one divine love. So to be able to live that life without the ego of my way is the only way, but to understand that every single road has its nuggets of wisdom. As we talk to each other, as we express our love to each other, open your heart. If there's a downside to this philosophy, will it only be this for me? I used to could watch TV shows and movies and just enjoy it. Like, okay, that's nice. But now when I watch a show, or I see an interaction between, well, I'm a father, so I have a couple of boys. But I see an interaction between a child and a father. For some reason, I now see it. I'm just not watching a movie, but I can actually feel that emotion, that compassion, that love in that because I see it in my own life. When you can have experiences like that, that open up your heart, it changes you. And you can never go back. You can never, what is it? You can't put the genie back in the bottle. Is that the saying? Well, who would want to? I mean, to know that you are everything, the end-all, be-all of all life. But you have your own individualized expression of that life. But we get more and more by interacting amongst friends. And even those who we don't see eye to eye with, how often have you learned something from someone who you couldn't stand? So it shows that there is a connection through all. That there isn't this side or that side. He's right, she's wrong. It's all opinion. It's all energy, exchanging, expressing. And so as you, in your own life, with your own understanding, your own baggage and tool belts, what tools are you able to learn at 60, 70, at 15? Just by being open with your heart to those around you. There's been times when I've gone shopping at the grocery store and I hear someone talking. And all of a sudden, I just can't help myself. I've got to say something. And I don't mean it like that, people. But I'm just saying, wow. And I get engaged. And then I love being open and expressive. There's some people in my life who are a little bit more reserved. And I'm told on a daily basis, you shouldn't do that. But I love it. I love it when Spirit just comes to me. I'm minding my own business going, gee, I need to get some more pimento and cheese. And somebody says something, and all of a sudden it changes my direction. And then there's a connection between me and a complete stranger. To be able to walk away from that and have that feeling of joy and of love. Have any of you had that experience, that type of experience? That's what I love about this philosophy. And that's why this month, when we talk about remember, we must remember who and what we are. Because by doing that, it allows us to be grounded in the now. Yes, we each have our own goals, those far off, what we want to accomplish. I need to change my life. I don't like my job. I need to be more artistic. I need to exercise. But that's all well and good. But when you can love yourself in this spot, in this moment, and love everything about yourself, your heart, your mind are open to new experiences, and life just naturally unfolds easily and effortlessly. You know, Dr. James likes to talk about the entire ocean in a single drop. That's a little bit too calm for me. I'd like to change that just a little bit, and this is from a person that I listen to a lot on the radio and on my phone. His name is Maynard, and he's part of a band called Tool. But one of his lines in a song that he has, we are all one spark, sun becoming. When I first heard that line, I didn't quite understand it. But then when I heard the Rumi quote of the entire ocean in a drop, now I understood. In just a spark, you are the entire sun, the entire supernova, the entire power. So you, as an individualized expression of that sun, of that one thing, you have all of the power of that energy. We here teach you how to harness that and create that life that you love. Whatever it may be, there is no one way of living life. What I find joyful as what I do for work, my son, I hired him one time to help me out at a job. At the end of the day, he said, "Dad, I love you, but don't ever call me again." He could not understand how I do what I do, but with all of this stuff and dirt and noise and everything, I'm just sitting with my legs crossed, meditating. Don't let people tell you how to be you. What we do here is we teach you how to be you. We want you to experience and express yourselves fully with love and compassion, with understanding, because that is the only way that we all raise ourselves to become that pneuma. Now, pneuma is a new word. Well, not a new, it may be a new word to you hearing it, but it's an old word. It's from Greek. And it actually means the vital spirit, soul, or creative force of a person. And I like that. So we each have that pneuma inside of ourselves. So this moment today, I would like you to join with me to recognize that power, that love, that expression inside of you, and enjoy life. Not be the best. No, I just want you to enjoy this moment today. When you go off to brunch and you're talking with your friends, or you may go and have lunch by yourself. Look around you. The buildings, the trees, the birds, all of that is only one thing happening, and that is spirit unfolding perfectly. And so when you can see that spirit unfolding perfectly around you, you must come to the conclusion that right where you are the perfect unfoldment of spirit. He goes on to say, we are will and wonder. We are born of one breath, one word. We are all one spark, sun becoming. Allow your spark to ignite that inspiration that I know each and every one of you has. No matter how quiet that voice is, it is unwavering, it is powerful, and it is the truth of who you are. Remember, you are the sun. Namaste.